If you've ever given a presentation before, you know that first presentation you give, you're always a little anxious. And I can remember the first time I got in front of an individual and gave them a presentation. And within about 3 seconds into that presentation, I literally froze up. There was nothing in my mind. And thank goodness at that very time, because I was lost. I wasn't going anywhere. Thank goodness the phone rang and the gentleman went and he answered the phone, and it gave me a little time to compose myself. And then after that, I got through it okay. It wasn't terrific. It wasn't great, but I got through it and it went fine. What OnPassive is giving us, they are giving us a system, a company to have that prepares us for success, for building wealth. It's so important that you prepare, and what OnPassive has done with the products, with the structure, with the company that they've put together is really prepared all of us for success. And as I think of what OnPassive is doing, I really want to get into the meat of what they're doing. And obviously, with OnPassive, customer is king. As we all come into OnPassive, we will all be customers. And what I want to do today is talk about a couple of the products that OnPassive is coming out with on their automated marketing platform and above and beyond that. And if I run over to the chart of many of the products OnPassive is coming out with, I really want to talk about the website builder or the funnel builder or the page builder. And I want to describe what's going to happen with that particular tool. As we look at that tool, there is a lot of competition online that gives you the ability to build funnels, to build pages. And they're very good. Some of them are very, very good. The two that come to mind are Kajabi and ClickFunnels. Kajabi I'm not a real fan of, but I have used ClickFunnels before. And as you look at ClickFunnels, you come in and they've made it relatively easy to set up pages, to build the funnel. So you can go back into ClickFunnels and build your pages. Maybe you have to go over to Fiverr and you get someone that does graphics for your funnel. Maybe you need someone to do the text. Maybe you're not very good at writing like myself. Dan's great at it. I'm horrible at it. So you go out, you find someone to do the graphics, you find someone to do the text. You're building the funnel on ClickFunnels. Now you have to have a payment system. Perhaps you've got an account that will do the payments for you, a merchant account. You get all that set up. Now you need a way to follow up. You go out and you get an Aweber or you get a GetResponse. And you set all these different entities up within the system of ClickFunnels, and ClickFunnels will allow you to do that. And then from there, you're ready to run. Perhaps you've developed some just awesome content. You've got great graphics. The funnel that you've made, it flows really, really well. It's absolutely awesome. I mean, it's just a killer. And you're looking at this terrific content and funnel that you've made. And now you call ClickFunnels or you call Aweber or you call whoever, the products that you've bought to build this system, and you go, okay, this is terrific. When are you going to run traffic for me? And of course, the answer to that is they're not. They don't do that. You can do all of these things with one tool. Hook everything together, bring other tools on, hook them all together, make a great system, and you still have to drive traffic. With everything that we do online, the hardest thing you'll ever do is drive traffic. That takes us to OnPassive. So, OnPassive, you're doing the same thing, and I believe OnPassive's tool are going to be superior to anything online. And when I say that, they're going to be easier to use. You're going to be able to come in and not have to have a PhD in computer science. They're going to be very, very easy to use. Not only that, but OnPassive will actually build you funnels. They're going to be building so many funnels, it's going to blow your mind. So you can come in and get really, really great funnels with OnPassive. And now you have to do the follow-up. You have to do all the other things. You have to have the pay processor. You have to have the autoresponders. You have to have everything you need to make that a really good functioning funnel so the system works, goes out, people love it, come in and buy. With OnPassive, all of those things are there. Everything is in that platform that you can use to develop that system, that funnel that will go out and do great. But above and beyond that, now OnPassive is actually going to drive traffic for you. And it doesn't matter if you're marketing OnPassive or if you're marketing another business and you bring it into the automated marketing platform and put it on there. OnPassive will drive traffic for all of that. This is so unique, and because of the quality of the product that OnPassive is building, this is just a killer. All of these individuals coming in, even if they're just going to use the tools, they'll come in as customers. It does not matter to us whether they come in as a customer or an independent reseller of the IT products of OnPassive. Doesn't matter. We get paid the same way. But because of the system, because of the company, because of how it's been structured, the company has been structured, people are actually going to love coming in and using the tools of OnPassive. There will be millions and millions and millions of people coming in specifically for the product. Now, once we explain to them that, you know, I know you love the product, we do too, they're just absolutely awesome, but you know, if you go in your back if you go in your back office, not oven, back office, and click a button, that the cost of these products will actually start to go down. And then over time, they're not going to cost anything. In fact, you're probably going to start making money. There is nobody on the internet today, on planet Earth, that wouldn't go, well, I love these products. They're better than anything I've used. And now I might not even have to pay for them. That's a done deal. I'm doing it. So what Ash Mufareh, the CEO of OnPassive, and his team of techies have done, they're in Bangalore, they're about 200 strong. What they've done is totally unique in the industry. And because of that, because of what they're doing, they are preparing all of us, every single person in OnPassive that will become an independent IT seller of the IT product. Sorry, guys. They are preparing us to be successful today, to build wealth. That's one product. Whatever product it is, that scenario will play out over and over and over again. And because there are so many products out there, our market is just massive. Bringing in 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5, that's already done in my mind. I know OnPassive and the type of growth they're going to have. It's just going to be extraordinary. And it doesn't matter if you come in at level 1, or not level 1, but position 1, you're the first person in OnPassive, or you're the 1 millionth person in passive. Because our market is so big, because of what OnPassive does, because it is so unique, and because they prepare all of us to succeed and build wealth, it just doesn't matter. Because of the market we have, you can come in at number 1 million. I can show you in a very short period of time how to really take care of that bottom line wherever you want to be. Whether it's $5,000 a month, whether it's $10,000 a month, whether it's $100,000 a month, whether it's $1 million a month. And I mean that sincerely, $1 million a month. With OnPassive, this is all possible for all of us. And of course, if you're a GoFounder today, GoFounder position is a $97 position that locks you into the matrix before we launch. That's all it is. As you launch, we all have to come in and customers at 1 membership level. This is truly, truly cool. Now, I do want to talk about one other product. And I could talk about all of these products, guys, and over time I will. But there was another product in there that really intrigued me. I mean, it really is intriguing. And this is the payment transfer. It's right here, guys. There has been very, very little stuff said about this. But when I saw it and I got thinking about it, my imagination just went wild. If you look at the payment transfer, as we look at customers in the world, billions of them, whenever you buy something, you have to pay for it. You pay cash, you use a credit card, you pay with a check. Today, most people pay with a credit card. Some people pay with Bitcoin. That's a good thing too, but that's another video. But most people pay with a credit card. And what our payment transfer product in OnPassive will allow us to do is transfer money from peer-to-peer with people in OnPassive. Let's say you're going out and you're buying a $2,000 item. Maybe it's a flat screen TV, one of the big dogs, pretty expensive. Maybe it's a $2,000, $3,000. And you go to the retailer and you absolutely love the product, you love the TV, and you tell them, listen, I want to buy this today, and I want to pay cash for it. And the way I'd like to do it is I'm in a company called OnPassive, and they allow us to do peer-to-peer transfers. Could you go back in, get an account so I can transfer the money right over to you? And for me, it does a couple of things. Number one, I don't have to use a credit card, so I don't have to pay anything for the transfer. But that applies for you too. Once you are in OnPassive and have that ability to do peer-to-peer, you're not going to have to pay any fees from credit cards. Now, I know the retailer initially is going to go, well, that's really interesting. I love that idea of not having to pay fees when people use a credit card, because they pay a fee as you use your credit card. But I'm one individual, and the retailer is going to go, I really like the idea of that, but you're the only one that wants to do that, and I really can't justify getting an account and having that payment system with 1 out of 1 million customers. I just can't do it. So he's not going to be able to do it. Here's the key. OnPassive is going to grow very, very rapidly. I believe 1 million customers is an absolute piece of cake. Like I said, in my mind, I already see 5, 10, 15 million people in OnPassive. When you get that kind of leverage, the retailer, as more and more people ask him to use OnPassive, sits up and takes notice. And when he sees that there's 1, 5, 10, 15 million people in OnPassive, and these people are using their OnPassive wallet online to do peer-to-peer transfers to pay for things. When we have that kind of volume, retailers are going to come in and say, wait a minute, this is a huge market. And if they know that I will do a peer-to-peer transfer in OnPassive because I have an account, they're going to come to me, buy from me, and do that peer-to-peer. Does a couple things. Number one, I get customers in the door. We love that. More eyes is better. We all know that, being in OnPassive. Traffic, more eyes, you have to have that. And if you have a way for them to pay, it's extremely easy. It happens instantaneously. Retailers are going to sit up and go, I am doing this. I believe there will come a day when you'll be able to go into a car lot, to buy a $30,000 car and do a peer-to-peer transfer. Because of the volume that OnPassive is going to be doing, because of the number of people that are going to be in OnPassive, it's going to be very, very cool. And when you look at this payment transfer, understand there are billions of people that buy stuff every single day. And the bigger we get, the more leverage we have. It's possible we could have 1 billion people in OnPassive just because of this. Now, it is a little bit more involved than that. I don't know how OnPassive is going to set that up. I don't know what membership level it's going to be in, but it doesn't matter. When the volume is there, the tipping point will come and retailers will go, I have to be in OnPassive because of this peer-to-peer transfer. This is really, really some cool stuff. Those are 2 items in OnPassive. They are all as good as what I just described. They all have the feature of paying for themselves within OnPassive, so the customer doesn't have to pay anything. Not only that, but they could actually start getting paid. OnPassive is putting us in a position to succeed, to build wealth. Customer is king. Because of what OnPassive is doing, our customers are going to love everything that OnPassive is doing. So when you're looking at OnPassive, if you're not a Go-Founder today and you want to get that $97 position, I would highly recommend it. OnPassive has not launched yet. We are getting closer and closer. And as it launches, the people that are founders in OnPassive, they're in just such a great position. If you want that position, come on in. There'll be a link down below you can go to, pay the $97. It will lock you into the overall position of OnPassive, but it'll also lock you into our matrix, OnPassive Nation. That is our team. There are some really, really special things that happen there. I won't get into it on this video. But if you can, come on in as a Go-Founder. If you can't afford the $97, again, I've said this many times, don't worry about it. If you come in at the $25, $125, $250, or $500 membership level as OnPassive launches, you are in a great position, especially on our team, OnPassive Nation. So that's it for today, guys. Just a little peek inside the product line of OnPassive, what it's going to be doing, and really how big it's going to be. This is going to be fun stuff, and I think everybody in OnPassive Nation, our team, just get ready because things are about to explode. So take care, and we'll absolutely see you on the inside. Bye.